Hi everybody, Jillian here to share a brand new Bible journaling process video with you guys using the May Faith Art Box from Creative Retreat. And so before I jump in and show you the process of this entry, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a look at what's in the May kit, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing is this 3x4 stamp set. It has some great hand-lettered sentiments and words like Jesus, you are worthy, and then some little flowers and branches and things like that. Then we've got 2 sticker sheets, 216 alpha and numerical and punctuation stickers, and then the 44-piece sticker sheet that has the blocked words, the labels, some more flowers, another scripted word, and some hearts. One of my favorite things in the kit this month are these bow clips. I am absolutely going to use this bow clip today. It's what inspired this entry. It's just so picnicky and summery and beautiful, and I want to make sure that I use it today. And then the subscriber exclusive that comes with the kit this month is this devotional that was written by Ashley. And so it's a great devotional that has some Bible journaling prompts and some questions that can help, prompt an entry. And then some great just hand-drawn things that she did that you can cut out and you can use in your entry as well. So today I am in John 15, and I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on fast forward and get started now. So you can see I've got a paint palette out and a couple of paintbrushes, and that's because I want to draw and then paint using some acrylic paint, some watermelon. It was just something about this kit. As soon as I saw the pink and green alphabet stickers and then that really pretty like pinkish red gingham bow clip, I knew that I wanted to put watermelon on this page. So then I went straight to a verse that talked about fruit. So I'm in John 15, 4 and 5, and I'll read that in a minute. But that's really what prompted this page, was I knew I wanted to have watermelon on it. So this is way out of my comfort zone. I have never drawn anything on camera or painted anything, so I just quickly sketched out some half circles. I mean, that's really all they are, but I mean, I almost failed like the drawing portion of art class. But anyway, that's not what's important. It doesn't have to be perfect. It was a lot of fun to do, and I got to spend some quality time thinking about Jesus's words here in John 15. So once I had the shape of watermelon that I was going for, I went in with the green acrylic paint that I mixed. I used like a lime green and a Kelly green to get the color of the rind that I wanted, and then I figured that would be easiest to start with. And then I went in with 2 different shades of red and then a really light ballerina pink to get the pink for the watermelon flesh. So I'm painting it in kind of messy. I did leave some white spaces because I wanted it to look not perfect and a little painterly, so that you could tell that it was paint on there. And then I knew that I wanted to have a big piece at the bottom of the margin anchoring the entry, and then one up at the top, both of them going off the edge, and then just on a whim I drew that one that's covering the text. I can still read, but I really did want to have 3 watermelons there, so they kind of create a little triangle. I'm using 2 different flat-tipped paintbrushes. I don't know what the technical term is, but the bristles were really stiff, but those were really helpful to like control the paint and not have the bristles go all over the place. So I hit it with my heat tool, and then I went in and painted some seeds in there, and this is where it gets a little out there. It looks okay here, and I kind of wish I would have stopped at this point, but then I thought the one on the bottom absolutely needed some black seeds, so I made sure that the white paint was dried first, and then I'm going to go in and put some black paint on the bottom left there. But before I do that, I want to outline the watermelon. I wanted to have some fun and do like some wonky watermelons, and so I'm doing a really messy outline around the paint. I don't dislike it, it's just not my style, but it was really fun to try something different. I had cut this piece out from Ashley's devotional. I thought that would be a nice banner to have the title of my page written on, But once I put the bow clip on to see what it would look like, having the banner and the clip and the alphabet stickers that I knew I wanted to use and the watermelon just made it seem a little too busy, so I decided to skip that and maybe use it for another entry. So the title of this page is Remain in Jesus, and that's because John 15:4-5 is where Jesus says, "Remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself, it must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me." And verse 5 says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." So I knew I wanted to use the tile stickers for the remain in part, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to use the sticker, the scripted sticker that said Jesus, but I decided instead to use the stamp set. It has the same scripted Jesus on it, and then I really wanted to use that green label sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and get the stamps open, put it on my acrylic block, and because it's a new stamp, I rub it on the back of my hand just to help it pick up the ink a little bit better. And then I went ahead and I partially put the stamp down and realized I didn't have my Bible mat there, which provides a great solid surface. So I put that down and stamped over it, and yeah, I don't think you can see where I messed up. Typically, this is something weird. You might think I think it's weird. You may not. I typically don't do like stickers and stamping in an entry. I don't know what it is. I think it's the dimension part of it or something, but I typically don't like to interchange those things. But I really like how it came out here, so I may get out of my comfort zone in that sense too. I really like these little label stickers, and so because the verse that I was journaling is actually on the other side, I took a moment to just write out the reference there so I knew what verses I was talking about. And then for my journaling, I simply just wrote some wonky journaling lines. And I wrote this blurb that appeared in the margin of my study Bible. It was a little devotional written by one of the editors of the study Bible, and it says, "His Holy Spirit in us is the fruit producer. We are simply the branches who have the privilege of displaying his fruit." And so I loved that, and I had to put that in the margin. I'm not bearing fruit because of anything that I've done. It's the Holy Spirit's work in me, and I really want to remind myself of that as I read this. Like, it's not because of anything that I do, it's all because of what God is doing in me. So you can see here I put a few stickers on the page, a few heart stickers on the page. The green ones aren't going to stay at the bottom, but I felt like maybe I wanted to have a little something there to fill in some of that space. I end up removing them and just putting them back on the sheet for later because I didn't want the hearts to compete with the watermelon, if that makes any sense. I did a little messy outline around the tile stickers. I wanted to bring in some more black to that part of the entry, and that's it. Here's a finished look at the page along with a couple of close-ups. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to check out the May Faith Art Box, be sure to visit the link in the description below. See you next time.